Hey, just trying to stay warm here in the shop. Bit of a cold spell hitting, and still working on the bike a little bit. Don't know what all is entailed of this episode. What can we do? How much trouble can we get in? Where am I at? A couple things I'd like to try. I do have an O2 sensor on my engine run stand, and I'd like to try to get it on the bike and see what it's burning. See if it's running rich, lean, what's going on, just to see. Two, maybe I'll work on speaker covers, and also I need to glue down the derby cover so it stops leaking. I meant to do that, still haven't done it. But would like to take a trip. Let's get on the road. Let's go. Let me see if riding this bike more often, the more miles I put on it, the better it runs, maybe. I hope. Anyways, see if I can't find me a location to get me a, I don't know, a snapshot for Instagram or Twitter or something to put up. And then maybe we'll go visit another YouTuber. That would be really cool. There's a guy in town. I think he knows something about patina. It's in the name. I think it's called Potter County Patina. A guy named John. Really awesome dude. He's got some awesome rides. He builds some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to go see him. And I'd like to take the motorcycle over and let him take a look at it. Anyways, we ain't gonna get there once we get to work. So let's get started.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Feeling out by the ocean, and all of those white hot sands, where every sunrise is just for you. So come along and take my hand.
Okay, so this should be the same. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So cut this out. I got to make a buck to mash metal or use it as a template. And then I got to figure out. I'm going to try to make another one of these with a little extra sides on them so that they can fold and bend over. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, so I think I've got my CAD program finished up. This is a Cardboard Automated Design CAD. So I've got this one and this one. So yeah, basically one's that much bigger. Yep. And then I cut a bunch of little reliefs so that will, when it folds over, they tend to group together. And everything looks great except for this one corner needs to be sharper. This is actually the pattern I'm going to be using. And let's see if we can't get some metal and make this happen. I got a piece of metal. Let's go check it out. Bunch of little holes, that's all it is. Nice little sheet of metal here. Got plenty, so I can try this 3 or 4 times, screw it up as much as, well, not as much as I'd like, but yeah, a couple times. So let me get some of these cut out in this, both this direction and that direction so that we can make both sides happen. Man, is that enough? I hope it is. Okay, so I have my brake lever off so I can access that speaker, and as you can tell, I have a piece of cloth on there. Yeah, this cloth is kind of cool, special. It is rubberized on the back side and cloth on the front side, so it's kind of water resistant. It won't let water in. That's the whole point of that. And then I have sprayed the screen, and I just need to glue this on there like that. What do y'all think? So now the question is, what glue do I use to glue this on there? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to try and use that gasket RTV stuff over there on the table. I just used it on the side of the bike, and it's fresh and ready to go. Maybe I can put a bead on there and get it to stick. I wonder. Let's see what happens. Okay, I have speaker covers on, and I have tape over them, holding them in place. That means maybe I shouldn't start this bike up anytime soon. But I'm on to the next project. This one's not going to require the bike to start up, but this is going to help me a lot. All right, so the side here. Let's take a look here. Turn it down. Okay, the battery resides right here, and yeah, to get this cover off, you have to take that bolt out, you got to take this cap off, and you can kind of finagle it out of there. You can. But the battery's still half up underneath the bag, up in there. And so to get jumper cables on it, it's going to be really hard. To help me with that type of situation, I decided I wanted to put a kill switch inside the bag. So this disconnects the ground cable. All I got to do is turn that. The bike has power, turn it back off. All right, so there's one other thing. I was like, all right, that's great, but I still can't get a jump start on it. And to do that now, I've made the problem worse, because on the back side of this switch and the front side, I've got a cable with bolted down. So to take this bag off, I can only come out a couple of inches, and I have to get back there with the wrench and loosen off those cables and take those cables loose of the bag so the bag can completely off, so I can get to my whole battery. It's a mess. So what I thought was, it's a brand new battery, it's good, and it doesn't hurt to have a little more cold cranking amps. So I'm going to put a second battery back here. This is something maybe I can connect and disconnect or whatever. I might figure that out. I don't know yet, but I want to put a second battery back here. So I have picked me up some cable ends, and some cable. It was on sale. Yeah, this is 6 gauge, and this is 6 gauge wire. So I can run a ground and a positive parallel this thing, so I stay 12 volts but have more cold cranking amps. Yeah, and I need a jump start. Well, they're right there. You just take the lid off and you can jump start your bike. A lot easier than getting this panel off. So one last time, I'm going to take the bag off and the panel off. I'm going to wire this up so it can come through this bag. A couple rubber grommets to keep it nice and watertight. It should be. Yeah, and only problem I'm going to have then is when I go to line the inside of this thing. I've not only got this kill switch to line around, but I'll have these two cables coming out. I have to line around. It is what it is. Nevertheless, this is good cable. I'm gonna see if I have some more left over. I might switch it out for some black cable if I can find it. Let's check it out. Other than the strap is way too long and I need a block of wood, I've got both cables down in there. And I've got a battery tray built. It's down in there. A little bit of rubber insulation underneath it, but it's kind of strapped in there. I need to find me another strap that's shorter so I don't have to use a block of wood, but actually that will ride just like that. Now I don't have to take off that bag and that side cover just to jump start my bike. I can get to it right here. It's the positive, right there is the negative. I just need some jumper cables in there, and I think I'm pretty solid. Now all I gotta do is wait for the speaker covers to dry up and get in there glued good. And then I can mess with wherever I did with it. I don't even know where it went. I got a O2 sensor ready to go plug it into my exhaust, and I can try to test it out and see how well my engine's running. See if I'm way too rich or too lean. I think that's going to be tomorrow. Yeah, I want to sew some more patches like this one on my sleeve on some other stuff I got to do, and we'll hit it testing the carburetor. It's next tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Best I can tell, it's doing okay. It's doing okay. I thought I had it super rich, and the reason I'm worried about this is because the last few bikes I've owned that were Harleys were Sportsters, and those Sportsters always went through spark plugs every 50 miles, burning way too rich. And I don't know if it's because I keep gunning it and throwing on a lot of fuel, or if I just need to ride a little more softer. And so I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable this is going to work. All right, so road trip today to go see somebody. Talked about earlier, John, with, was it Potter County Patina? I got to remember all that stuff. Yeah, I'm excited to go see him. Let's go see if we can get this thing on the road and go find him. That's right. We made it here. We're here with John, Potter County Patina. It's his YouTube channel. You need to check it out. He does some awesome stuff. He's got some great rods, hot rods, and here in the near future, we're going to do something together in a collaboration with his Whiskey Dent. Mm-hmm. It's a square body Chevy, and it's a box.
Yeah. Square body Chevrolet, bagged out, blaze frame, nasty little stroker. Now new set of gears, new cam. We just got to get it back over here. That's what we were waiting on, and it didn't happen to make it back today. So he came out, we met, and it's been wonderful. So there is a collab coming, guys. There is
Yeah.
a collab coming.
Talked a
We'll
lot
figure
of
something out.
behind the scene YouTube stuff. That stuff is hard, guys. This YouTube channel stuff isn't just snap a shot and go and you're hit. You got to work hard at it. And we're trading secrets right now.
Yep.
So anyways, we're going to get back home and we'll see y'all there. One of the things that happened while I was over there at John's shop is I gave him a little bit of my little swag from my channel, from Gordon's Garage, and he did likewise. He threw a couple things in my trunk here, and I haven't had a chance to pull them out and take a look at them. I did kind of see him throw in some stickers. Oh man, the decals are amazing. Look at that. That's a really cool style, that decal. Mine are plain Janers, so just one image, just cut out, one color. His very detailed, very awesome, very awesome. He also threw me in a huge one. I can't wait. I'm gonna find a spot in the shop. That's going up. Yeah, I bet that's probably a QR code to his thing. I'll hold it real still. Get your phone out. You can probably get to that. All right. If you're watching this on your phone, I'm gonna try to throw a link down below to his YouTube channel, and you can go find him there. He also threw in a t-shirt. Look at that, guys. Wow. Yes. Got me a shirt on the front side. It says Marketplace Hustler. Yeah. I tell you what, I don't go into Facebook and not run through Marketplace. It's like, I just have to. I think everybody that's ever been on Facebook has to look at Marketplace. Okay. That's some really sweet stuff. I'm really glad to have met John. We're going to do some really cool stuff here in the future. What is left on the bike, I still have some stuff. I don't know if I have any carburation issues anymore. I still have an issue though. I don't know what it is. It might be a lifter or a valve sticking a little bit every once in a while. Maybe it's a timing issue. I doubt that because it does have electronic ignition. So, I gotta mess with some of that stuff. I still want to line the inside of my bags. And with that, let me get you over here, take a look at something. I'm not gonna use this stuff, but I thought about it. I was like, man, that would be kind of sweet. I'm gonna set you up right here. Look what I got. Look what I got. Everybody knows what these are. Yeah. I got these from one of the most unusual sources in history, I think. Maybe not. But I got 12 bags, 12 Crown Royal bags. I thought, wow, what if I cut these apart and use this to line the inside of the bags of the bike? That would be sweet. I mean, they're iconic, but I don't drink Crown Royal really. I just happen on to the bags. I didn't drink 12 bottles of Crown Royal. Yeah, that's something. I'm like, well, I'm looking for material. What do I have around the shop? Because this is a budget build. But do I need it that budget? I don't know. Maybe I'll find me some plaid like this shirt and use that to inside. Any ideas? Throw it in the comment section. What kind of material, what texture, color I should have on inside that. Something that's user-friendly. Something, when I say user-friendly, installer friendly. I don't want to use some material that fights me and I can't get to work with me. It needs to be soft and stretchy. A soft cotton cloth that can move. I bet a lot of your felt does that. Yeah, so something that can conform to weird shapes. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. So what are y'all thinking so far? I don't know what all I've done in this video because I keep cutting it up into different days and then I get back here. I did get my centerpiece put on. That's done. Hey, and guess what? I've got another arch nemesis thing that's come back on me, and that is my side cover over here. The derby cover is still leaking, even after RTV. What does that tell me? I'm thinking whatever vent is on that case is clogged. So whenever it gets hot, the gases expand and that oil's got to go somewhere, and it's pushing it right out the gasket, the weakest part, the derby cover. That's what I'm thinking. Tell me in the comments if you think it's something else or if you know what it could be, why that thing keeps leaking. Right now, I have a good high quality paper gasket in that derby cover, and I have put RTV on the outside and the inside of that gasket, and it's still leaking. I don't know. when I take it off, I guess they'll find out. I did clean the surfaces good, if you're thinking that. It was covered in oil, and the oil wouldn't let the RTV black RTV gasket stuff stick. I understand that. Yeah, no, I think I got it. The only thing it could be is that the RTV missed. It was too far on the inside. Maybe I should have ran a bead further out. I don't know. I was really trying to encompass the bolts. They got the little jog in for each of the bolts. And I knew that even if I got it on the outside, that those bolts could possibly leak out through the bolt. So that was my goal. Yeah, got some cool swag. Super awesome guy I got to meet. It's really hard. I'm gonna talk to y'all here just a little bit about YouTube. All right, let me get a chair, and we're gonna make this as quick and easy and painless as possible. So I want to talk about YouTube just a little bit. Building stuff, blah, blah, blah. It's all great and fun. I could do this without YouTube. Well, I could do it without creating YouTube videos. I need YouTube to help me find this stuff on the internet so I can figure out what I should have done, how to replace things inside here. People have videos of all of that stuff, and it helps me out a lot. So I'm an introvert, and I like to have myself, I want to do everything myself, and it helps whenever I can look out and find the information I need and see other people doing it. So what does it take to do YouTube? A lot. It takes a whole lot. And talking to John, thank you, John, for letting me come visit you. I was writing down just a few little side notes. One, you got to have the camera and software. Two, you got to figure out what your content's going to be, and then you've got to actually video the content. All right, and if it's action, it's harder to capture because lens caps are on, or the button didn't get pushed good, or someone didn't say something right, and you got to reshoot. It's horrible. Then you've got to fund it. If you're just talking into it, there's a lot of people clicking off right now because I'm talking. They want to see action. I do. I always do that. I skip through a lot of stuff. If it's a lot of talking, I want to see action. Sometimes I go back and listen to some stuff. But you're going to have to fund it. You're going to have to buy the bike. You're going to have to buy the paint, the tape, the sandpaper, the tools it takes, all that stuff. To get yourself making money, which I'm not pushing for, I'm just kind of me dabbling around in my shop. You're going to need networking. You're going to need merchandise. You're going to need to be really hitting a lot of the TikToks and the Instagrams and stuff like that. I don't do any of that stuff. But now I said, I might do something on TikTok. Y'all might try, look up Gordon's Garage on TikTok and see if y'all can find me. Who cares if you can't? I don't have anything up there yet. So very, very, very near future. If you're watching this, might be close to posting something. But you're gonna have to do all that stuff in order to attract the crowd to start watching. You got to get views and all that stuff, get monetized. But the main reason you want all the views, not necessarily get monetized to YouTube, because YouTube don't pay you crap. They ain't gonna fund you millions of dollars. What they're going to fund you is the viewers. Now, you get the merchandise, and then you tell the viewers, I'm gonna you buy this merchandise, and every dollar you spend is one entry into a giveaway. Like a motorcycle or a car or something like that. Gas Monkey Garage has nailed that on the head. That's what they did, and that's where I got this information is. I went ahead and bought some of their merchandise trying to enter into one of their grand prize giveaways. And I did a couple other YouTubers as well. Yeah, so if you got the merchandise and you can use that as leverage to make money, then you can make prizes to give away and people will enter. That's huge. That's how you can actually move some product, make some money, and get some more following. Keep the ball rolling. Some people realize that if you're by yourself doing this, you can't do all that. You need someone to edit your videos if you're going to make it look good and people to really want to watch it. Because right now I'm editing all my videos, and I've shot this scene right here probably about 4 times, and I realized I rambled too long. I've got a phone. Yeah, just a regular Samsung phone. And my camera's over here. I'm looking at the screen over here. And I've got a little clock up there telling me I've been here 3 minutes and 40-something seconds blabbing on about weird stuff about YouTube. I just wanted to communicate to y'all where I'm at, why I do YouTube. I just want to think that there's something like that tripometer cable that I built on my own. It was nothing. You can build your own stuff. And I want to empower people to do their own stuff. I feel like there's too many just search of Team U and find something, and nobody makes that. You can do your own. You can make it. I promise. It's possible. So empower yourself, be creative, go out there and do something, network, even if you're not doing YouTube, because you need to get information, and don't be too biased. Let them speak. Let them talk to you. Other than that, that's all I had about YouTube. Hopefully that didn't bore y'all too much. And I'm going to be doing a Toys for Tots run next weekend. If you're in Amarillo, you might see this bike cruising down the road, or it might be broke down on the side. You might help me out. Who knows? Anyways, check me there. Check me then. Until then, till next weekend, y'all have a good weekend.